Shalom, this is a very important message. I did it already in French. It's a prophetic message on the SHOAH. I am here in Jerusalem in front of the SHOAH Museum. I wanted to do for a few weeks this video. I was not sure where to do it, and this is the perfect spot to do it. So sorry for my French. I will try to do my best to make myself understand. We know that God has chosen Abraham and has blessed his descendant, the Israelite, and he has made promises, covenants, which he will keep forever. When the people sinned, they had some consequences, and the last consequences is and was exile, because the country which belonged to God, Israel, cannot be blessed without the people of Israel, and the people of Israel cannot be blessed without the country of Israel. So exile is the ultimate curse. So we know that there were 3 exiles in the world, and the last one, the longer, that started on 70 AD until 1948, when the people came back in Israel. We know that it ended by the SHOAH, where more than 6 million Jews were massacred, were killed in the SHOAH. The question you may have, and many people have for a long time, that I had for many years, was or is, did God allow this? Did God initiate this? Was it in the will of God from the beginning of the exile that he knew that at the end he will do that? Was it like too much anger that God had and he had to put it on, on one time, on one spot to end the exile? So I have a prophetic revelation about it. You know that the devil knows things about the future, and there are things that he don't know. There are things he knows that humans don't know. Okay, but there are things that God hides from him. One thing the devil knew is that it was the time of the end of the exile and the return of the Israelites in Israel. And the devil had not a lot of time to try to what? To destroy the people of Israel, to try to prevent the prophecy of God to be fulfilled. He's not stupid, he knows he cannot do it. He knows, but he has to try, he must do it in auto-destruction. He cannot stay there without doing nothing. He must try to change the hand of God, although he knows he can't. So he tried to destroy all the people, and he inspired to Hitler to make a millennium, because the devil knows that there's going to be a millennium of peace from Jerusalem with the King of Kings, the Messiah of Israel and of the world, leading this millennium. So he has inspired to Hitler to be this king of the world for 1 millennium. You know that the goal of the Third Reich was to make a millennium, a world millennium. So the first prophetic revelation is that this was coming, this came from the devil trying to prevent the will of God, the return of Israel in Israel. Second prophetic revelation, many people are saying It was not the time. 1948 was not the time for the people of Israel to come back to Israel. It was not the will of God. That was done on a human level, a politic level, a Zionist politic manipulation, etc., etc. The prophetic revelation is that it was the perfect timing. It was the will of God in 1948 for the people of Israel to recreate the state of Israel, to come back to Israel. Many say, but don't you know? Are you stupid? Don't you see? I've got the proof that it was man will. You have to understand that God is above all things. He's the master of the time and of the circumstances. It's the Bible who said that. The heart of the king is like a river in his hand. He can lead it wherever he wants. He uses whoever he wants, his friends or his enemies. It was the will of God, and it's a perfect timing. So the devil knew that. We did not. Nobody, no prophet has prophesied 1 month, 1 year, 10 years before the war that it was time for the Jewish people to come back. But the devil knew it, and he had to shot his last bullet. Of course, like always, he was not able. He failed. And the state of Israel was created. And soon now, the Messiah, the true Messiah, after the false Messiah, will come back on the Olive Mount and will reign on this earth for 1,000 years. And he will be the King of Kings, the ruler of this earth, before the celestial Jerusalem will come down, and we will live with God in Jerusalem forever. This is the prophetic revelation that I had to share with you. I don't want to make a human conclusion. I'm just going to stop here. I think that what the Holy Spirit had to tell you, He did tell you. I bless you from Jerusalem in Israel, the country of God, and I bless you in the name above all name, Yeshua HaMashiach. Shalom.
Blessed be the name of God, from eternity past to eternity future. For wisdom and power are His alone. He brings the changes of seasons and times. He installs and deposes kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those with discernment. He reveals deep and secret things. He knows what lies in the darkness, and light dwells with him. I thank and praise you, God of my ancestors, for giving me wisdom and power and revealing to me what we wanted from you, for giving us the answer for the king. Daniel chapter 2 verse 20 to 23. The king's heart in Adonai's hand is like streams of water. He directs it wherever he pleases. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. Look to me and be saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, there is no other. In the name of myself I have sworn, from my mouth has rightly gone out a word that will not return, that to me every knee will bow and every tongue will swear. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 22 to 23.